Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Abdulaziz. I'm going to introduce to you the ultrasound artifact topic. First, I'm going to explain what is an artifact and what types of artifact do we have. There are a lot of artifacts, but I chose three of the artifacts. How to avoid them? How could we avoid them? And finally, what is the take-home message of this topic? But first, I'm going to make it as change the way of presentation and make it as active as possible by showing some links that I have on the web. First, let me explain what is an artifact. Artifacts are when the machine misinterprets and create structure that do not exist on the body. In other words, they are illusion. As you can see here, here is the real one, and here is the fake illusion or artifact. Here is the real one, and also here is the artifact or illusion. The illusion created due to the factor when a returning sound wave creates a false find. To explain more, on the ultrasound artifact, I'm going to show the three types of artifact that I chose. The first one is the refrigeration artifact. This artifact are usually caused by a foreign body or by reflections between the reflective interface and the transducer, such as for example, when there is a metal object like a bullet or a surgical needle, it will cause a behavior. This behavior known as a dynamic ping pong. As we can see here, there is a multiple reflector, and here is the refrigeration artifact, and it will goes up and down like a ping pong. To avoid such an artifact, the user should move the transducer and beam to various angles to avoid refrigeration and to see the area that was covered by the artifact. The second one will be the mirroring artifact. It's also known as the ghost artifact. It created when sound reflects of enormous reflective surface and is redirected closer to a second shape. As you can see here, here's the real one, and here is the illusion or artifact one. The redirection of it causes a copy of the image to incorrectly seem at the image, as you can see here. To avoid such an artifact, the user must decrease the overall gain and change the beam angle. The third and the final one will be the ringdown artifact. The ringdown artifact caused when there is small gas bubble produces reflection after the transducer receives the initial reflection, and the transducer think that the sound is coming from structure deeper in the body. This phenomenon only happen on Paul gas, as we can see here. Let me show more clear one. To avoid such an artifact, the user must move the transducer beam at a different angle in order to avoid brightness and to view the area affected by the artifact. Finally, to conclude or a take-home message for this topic, that is not all images are correct, which is mean not all images are taken correctly. The user must be due under training, and the biomedical engineer should know when there are an image that is not correct. And that is all for this topic. Thank you for listening, and all the links that I have chose will be in the description below. Thank you for listening.